Have you ever wondered what it was like to live through a conflict that reshaped an entire continent? Imagine Europe in the early 17th century, embroiled in a war that spanned 30 grueling years and altered the course of history. Picture a young soldier from a modest town thrust into the chaos of the 30 Years' War. As he navigates the ravaged landscapes and witnesses the shifting allegiances and battles, he finds himself caught between fervent religious conflicts and ruthless political ambitions. His tale is one of survival and adaptation amidst the backdrop of relentless warfare. Stay with us as we unravel the complex tapestry of the 30 Years' War. From its tumultuous beginnings to its profound aftermath, this exploration will not only shed light on a pivotal era in history, but also reveal how the echoes of this long forgotten war continue to resonate in our modern world. Welcome to an in-depth exploration of one of Europe's most devastating and transformative conflicts, the 30 Years' War. This protracted and complex war, which lasted from 1618 to 1648, was not merely a struggle for power but a profound clash of ideologies, religions and dynastic ambitions that reshaped the European landscape. The 30 Years' War originated from the deeply rooted religious tensions between Catholics and Protestants, which had been brewing since the Protestant Reformation. The war's impact extended far beyond mere military engagements. It altered political boundaries, economies and societies across Europe. To truly understand the war's significance, we must first delve into its multifaceted origins. At the heart of the 30 Years' War lay the religious divide that had polarized Europe. The Protestant Reformation, sparked by Martin Luther's 95 Theses in 1517, had unleashed a wave of religious fervor and dissent that spread across the continent. By the early 17th century, Europe was a patchwork of Protestant and Catholic states, each with its own sectarian agendas and rivalries. The Holy Roman Empire, a vast conglomeration of states and territories under the nominal authority of the emperor, was particularly affected by these tensions. The Peace of Augsburg in 1555 had attempted to address the religious conflicts by allowing rulers to determine the religion of their own territories. However, this compromise only provided a temporary respite, as underlying grievances and disputes continued to simmer. The 30 Years' War was not solely a religious conflict but also a struggle for political dominance. The Habsburgs, a powerful dynasty with extensive territories across Europe, were central to these disputes. Their ambition to consolidate power and expand their influence clashed with the interests of other European powers, leading to a complex web of alliances and rivalries. Dynastic struggles and territorial ambitions fueled the conflict further. The desire for territorial expansion, coupled with the quest for political dominance, created a volatile mix that would eventually ignite the flames of war. The intricate interplay of religious and political motives set the stage for the war's devastating. The first phase of the 30 Years' War, known as the Bohemian Revolt, marked the beginning of widespread hostilities. In 1618, the defenestration of Prague, a dramatic event in which Protestant nobles threw Catholic officials out of a window, symbolized the escalating tensions between the two factions. This act of defiance against the Habsburg Emperor Ferdinand II triggered a series of uprisings and conflicts in the Bohemian region. The Bohemian Revolt saw early skirmishes and battles between Protestant forces and the Habsburg army. Key figures such as Frederick V, the Elector Palatine, emerged as prominent leaders in the Protestant cause. The initial successes of the Protestant forces, however, were short-lived as the Habsburgs regrouped and launched a counter-offensive. The conflict expanded as Denmark entered the fray, driven by King Christian IV's desire to assert influence in northern Germany. The Danish intervention marked a significant escalation, with Christian IV seeking to gain territory and strengthen Protestant positions. The Danish forces, despite their initial successes, faced challenges in maintaining their foothold. Key battles such as the Battle of Lutter demonstrated the shifting dynamics of the war and the growing complexity of alliances. Christian IV's involvement ultimately had mixed results, with the Danish forces eventually withdrawing from the conflict. The entry of Sweden into the war under King Gustavus Adolphus brought a new dimension to the conflict. Gustavus Adolphus, known for his military reforms and strategic acumen, played a crucial role in revitalizing the Protestant cause. His innovative tactics and battlefield successes, including the Battle of Breitenfeld, marked a turning point in the war. Gustavus Adolphus's intervention was not solely motivated by religious zeal, but also by political and territorial ambitions. His presence in the war altered the balance of power and intensified the conflict. The Swedish phase saw a series of decisive battles and shifting alliances, further complicating the war's dynamics. As the war progressed, France, under the leadership of Cardinal Richelieu, became a key player in the conflict. Richelieu's decision to support the Protestant forces against the Habsburgs was driven by a desire to weaken the Habsburgs' dominance and advance French interests. The French involvement in the war had far-reaching consequences. Richelieu's political strategy and military support played a crucial role in shaping the war's outcome. The French engagement further complicated the already intricate web of alliances and rivalries, leading to new dimensions in the conflict. The 30 Years' War had a profound economic impact on Europe. The prolonged conflict exacted a heavy toll on the economies of the warring states. Widespread destruction, looting, and the burden of maintaining large armies strained resources and disrupted trade. Different regions experienced varying degrees of economic decline and recovery. The war's aftermath saw efforts to rebuild and reconstruct war-torn areas. The economic consequences of the war were felt across Europe, with long-term effects on trade, industry, and economic stability. The social and demographic consequences of the 30 Years' War were significant. The war resulted in a staggering loss of life, with entire communities displaced and populations decimated. The social fabric of affected regions was profoundly altered, with changes in social structures and norms. The impact on civilian populations was particularly severe as the war's violence and disruptions affected daily life. The war's toll on individuals and communities left a lasting legacy, shaping the course of history in affected regions. The Holy Roman Empire, once a dominant political entity, experienced significant fragmentation as a result of the war. The conflict weakened the central authority of the emperor and led to changes in governance and political influence within the empire. The war's aftermath saw a realignment of power within the Holy Roman Empire, with regional princes and states gaining greater autonomy. The political landscape of the empire was forever altered by the war's effects, shaping the course of future developments in the region. The 30 Years' War led to changes in religious policies across Europe. The principle of Quis Regio, Ius Religio, enshrined in the Peace of Westphalia, marked a shift towards religious toleration. This principle allowed for greater religious diversity within the Holy Roman Empire and influenced subsequent religious policies in other regions. The concept of religious toleration, although limited, represented a significant departure from the religious intolerance that had characterized earlier periods. The war's aftermath saw efforts to reconcile religious differences and promote coexistence. The 30 Years' War was marked by significant military innovations and changes in tactics. The conflict saw the evolution of warfare, with new strategies and technologies emerging on the battlefield. The introduction of firearms, improved artillery, and changes in battlefield formations transformed military practices. These innovations had a lasting impact on future military strategies and warfare. The lessons learned from the 30 Years' War influenced the development of modern military tactics and the conduct of subsequent conflicts. The war's impact extended beyond the battlefield, influencing art and literature. The turmoil and suffering of the period were reflected in the works of artists and writers. Prominent works from the era captured the themes of conflict, loss, and resilience. The cultural and artistic reactions to the 30 Years' War provide valuable insights into the emotional and psychological impact of the conflict. These works serve as a testament to the profound effects of the war on contemporary society. The legacy of the 30 Years' War can be seen in the evolution of European diplomacy and international relations. The war's conclusion marked the beginning of a new era in European politics, with shifts in alliances and the formation of new diplomatic practices. The principles established by the Peace of Westphalia influenced the development of the modern state system and the conduct of international relations. The war's legacy continues to shape diplomatic interactions and political dynamics in Europe. Amidst the grand narratives of political and military conflict, the personal stories of individuals provide a poignant perspective on the war's impact. Accounts from soldiers, civilians, and families reveal the human toll of the 30 Years' War. These personal narratives offer a glimpse into the experiences and struggles of those who lived through the conflict. The human cost of the war is a reminder of the profound and enduring effects of historical events on individual lives. The 30 Years' War has been the subject of various historical interpretations and perspectives. Different historians and scholars have analyzed the conflict from diverse angles, offering insights into its causes, course, and consequences. Over time, interpretations of the war have evolved, reflecting changing historical methodologies and perspectives. Understanding these historiographical shifts provides a deeper appreciation of the war's significance and its place in history. Comparing the 30 Years' War with other major conflicts reveals both similarities and differences in the nature and impact of warfare. Analyzing the war's characteristics in relation to other conflicts offers valuable insights into its historical significance. Lessons learned from the 30 Years' War contribute to our understanding of warfare and its consequences. Comparative analysis helps contextualize the war within the broader framework of military history. The 30 Years' War has been depicted in various forms of popular culture, including literature, film, and media. These portrayals reflect contemporary perceptions and interpretations of the conflict. Exploring the war's representation in popular culture provides insights into how historical events are remembered and understood by modern audiences. The influence of the 30 Years' War on popular culture highlights its enduring legacy and relevance. The study of the 30 Years' War continues to evolve, with ongoing research and discoveries shedding new light on the conflict. Recent academic findings contribute to a deeper understanding of the war's complexities and impacts. Future research will likely uncover additional insights into the war's causes, course, and consequences. Staying informed about new discoveries and interpretations enriches our knowledge of this pivotal historical event.